Welcome back. Now our topic is switching modulator. This is the another technique to generate the amplitude modulating wave. Okay, in previous class we discussed about the switching square law modulator, and now we discussed about switching modulator. Okay, let us consider a semiconductor device as a switch at that instant. Okay, here in this block diagram we observe wait a minute. Block diagram we observe at the input side carrier generator and message source information source are presented at the input side of the diode. Here the diode acts as acts as ideal switch. Okay, here we here the diode accommodated for acting like a switch. Okay, at the output side tuned circuit acts as a filter. Here acts as a filter. So let us going to the what happened in the switching modulator circuit. Let us consider diode as an ideal switch. So C of t equal to AC cos omega ct we know, and M of t is the AM sin omega mt. Okay, now here V1 of t is the input of the diode. The input is let us denote by V1, and that is C of t plus M of t. Here, so V1 equal to AC cos 2 pi fct. It means 2 omega ct plus M of t. Then now we discuss the diode acts as a switch. So in this case generally the carrier amplitude is greater than the information signal. Carrier amplitude is greater than the amplitude of the information signal. It means C of t greater than M of t. Amplitude of C of t is greater than M of t. So here the carrier influence the operation of diode. We know the diode is forward biased when the positive peak is present at in anode side. Okay, so in this way when C of t is positive, means the positive going cycle of the carrier wave is present, then V2 means the output of the diode is completely V1. Okay, then when C of t is negative, it means the negative going cycle of the carrier signal present, then it will be 0. So what we observe here means here the diode acts as on and off. This is the switching process. This is the switching response of the diode. This switching response of the diode presents output side as like this. This switching response of the diode presents as like this. For this switching response, this is called as the periodical rectangular wave. This is called as similar to periodical rectangular wave. What is the this is also a pulsar train. It means the pulsar. It's like a just like a pulses with a spikes here. It is not a not a pure pulse, but it is similar to the periodical rectangular pulse. So it is a pulse train. So what is the equation for pulse train? Pulse train means it denoted by P of t. Here P of t equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by pi sigma n equal to minus infinite to infinite, minus 1 over n minus 1 by 2 n minus 1 cos 2 pi fct to n minus 1. This is the equation for pulse train in order to in terms of carrier wave. So that is expanded over like this. These terms are going on so on. So these terms are infinite, but we take some low order terms. This is the pulse train equation 1 by 2 plus 2 pi n equal to 0, 1. This is the lower order. So we take the lower order pulses. Now what is the output of diode? What is the output of diode? It means V2 always the product of V1 and P1 P of t, means it automatically it is the switching response of the diode P of t, and V1 is the input of the input V1 is the input. Here input side m of t plus c of t present, but in order to on the or operate the diode, the amplitude of the carrier is doing that work. But the message, when the on the diode, the message and carrier both are presented at output side. Okay, but in that signal indirectly generates the pulse train. That's why a P of t are mentioned here, and so the output of switching modulator means the output of the diode switch circuit is here notation V2 equal to V1 into P of t. V2 means output of the diode is V1, that is the input, into P of t. It is the pulse of train. The product of input voltage and switching response is the output voltage of the diode. So V2 now expand or substitute the values of V1 and P2 P of t, the equation like this. The equation like the Vt equal to AC cos 2 pi fct, that is the carrier signal, plus m of t into P of t, means this pulse response. Okay, this switching response of the diode, periodical pulse. Okay, for this equation, by applying the Fourier transform, it is like as shown in below. By applying the Fourier transform for this equation, the equation became like this by applying the Fourier transform. Okay, you try to write down on your book and solve this derivation step by step. Okay, by applying the Fourier transform technique. So in this equation we observe higher order components. Some higher order components are present. That higher order components are eliminated by the filter section, but some terms we observed carefully. The terms are very near to the our standard AM wave. Our standard AM wave considers carrier its own AC cos omega ct plus mu to cos fc minus fm and cos to fc plus fm. These are the two side bands. So where he observed some f minus fc and f plus fc side bands are present. These are our required terms. Remaining all terms are unnecessary or unuseful to us. So these terms are all automatically discarded by the our filter section at which is present at the output side of the our modulator. Output side of the our modulator. These hierarchy terms are eliminated here. Okay, eliminated here. Okay, so the higher it generates the infinite number of frequency bands because it is a pulse by the equation of the pulse train it generates the number of bands, but we uh, centered these bands at fc. Okay, that is the r omega c. We discussed about this bandwidth spectrum in previous classes. Okay, so remaining higher order terms are, it means the 2fc, 3fc, 4fc, these types of terms are eliminated by the band pass filter, which is accommodated at the output of the our modulator signal. So finally that equation, our s of t, s of t means our am modulated wave, am modulated wave. So the v2 denoted by the s of t in terms of time domain representation, s of t equal to ac by 2 into 1 plus 4 m of t by ac cos 2 pi fct. These terms are here, these terms are here, we consider these terms over here. Okay, these terms are here. We consider these terms only. Remaining all higher order terms are eliminated by filter. These terms are rearranged in the time domain representation like this way, like this way. Okay, you just remember a single tone information also. It means we discussed about the frequency division multiplexing. In that multiplexing there are different frequency signals are the different signals are passed through a single channel with a difference of frequency. So we when the a single channel a single signal is passed through, we just consider a single signal with a frequency, that is the single tone information. What is that? So the single tone information is the single message or single modulated wave passes through in a particular frequency. So you don't bother about that. It is similar to amplitude modulation basic standard equation is equal to the single tone information. The single tone information is not a separate topic. It is a similar to the definition of AM and equation and modulation index in that scenario. Okay, here the consider m of t equal to em cos 2 pi m of t. It means a single message signals are present. That is that is meant by the singleton information. So then this equation is like this. So AC by 2 1 plus 4 pi am by AC cos 2 pi fmt cos 2 pi fct. If for example this is not a single tone, it is a multi-tone information, then the another messages and carriers also present here with adjacent bandwidths with adjacent channels. That equation is more complicated to see as for better understanding. We see like that, we consider only single tone for better understanding to us. Okay, so here we observe here the modulation index became 4 am by pi ac or 4 by pi into am by ac. Okay, the modulation index may changed in practical conditions. In theoretical conditions, it may mu equal to AC by AM. But in case of square law modulator, that become A1 AC by 2, like that in we discussed in previous class. Here the modulation index mu is here mu is here 4 by pi into AM by AC. Okay, MAC. So this is about the concept of generation of uh, switching modulator. This is the another technique, second technique or more popular technique to generate the AM wave. Just a minute, we conclude this session with a slide. Okay, right? Switching modulator, the block diagram of the switching modulator, the input at the input side, the in switching modulator, the switching device the diode acts as a switching device. For the switching purpose, diode is accommodated here. So input of the diode is C of t plus M of t, means carrier signal plus message signal, but the carrier influences the diode because the carrier amplitude of the carrier is greater than a message signal. Okay, so here carrier signal connected to this is the equation what we just recall the what we discussed in this class. This is the revision of the square law switching modulator. Okay, so amplitude of the C of t is much greater than x of t. So C of t is positive, V2 of t, it means output of the diode is equal to V1 of t. It means a message plus carrier. When C of t is negative, output of diode is 0. So using the pulse and input, we derive this equation as V2. We already discussed in few minutes ago. This is about the switching modulator. In next classes we discussed about the detection process. It means up to now we discussed about the generation of AM waves. It means the modulation process of AM, means amplitude modulation generation at the transmission side. When the successful signal means or the output or final equation of the square law detector or the final equation of the switching modulator are transmitted over a space and received by some receiver. At that place we just try to removing our carrier from the message signal and collects our original message signal. That process is called demodulation. That is the detection of the AM wave. Okay, this is the demodulation process we discussed in next class. Thank you very much.